What if I told you that your reality isn't real? The struggles, the obstacles, that they're not what you think they are. That the way you experience life is dictated by invisible rules that you never even agreed to, yet you've been following them without question. The most powerful realization you can have is that reality is negotiable. The limits that you think are set in stone, they're not. Most people believe that success comes from intelligence, talent, or luck. That's a lie. The truth? Success comes from understanding how to rewrite the rules that you've been conditioned to follow. By the time we're done with this video, you'll see exactly how to break out of these limitations and shift the game entirely in your favor starting today. And I wasn't always aware of these rules. I used to think that life was just about working hard and hoping for the best. But then I saw the same patterns repeating. People with less talent succeeding and people with experience struggling. Something was off. Through years of trial observation and studying high performers, I cracked the code. Your mindset and perception of reality dictate everything. I spent years stuck in cycles of frustration, not realizing that I was playing by somebody else's rules. The moment I questioned those rules and had rewritten my own, everything had changed. My focus sharpened, my results multiplied. 3 months later, I was able to have a successful YouTube channel impacting millions of people, and I started winning more effortlessly. I'm going to show you how to identify these hidden rules you've been following, break free from them, and create new rules that put you in control. Society, school, family, and culture condition us to believe certain things about success, money, relationships, and happiness. For example, you have to work 40 hours a week to succeed in life. You need to have qualifications or degrees to be able to pursue a passion, or opportunities are scarce and you have to compete with everyone to get ahead. But here's the truth. These rules aren't universal. They were created by someone and they can be changed. Another common mistake is believing that reality is fixed. People assume that life is just the way it is, instead of realizing that it's a construct that can be reshaped. Your mind filters reality based on what you focus on. If you focus on problems, then you'll find more problems. If you start focusing on possibilities, then you'll find very quickly that opportunities are everywhere. Many people live their present lives based on what had happened to them before, not realizing that they can break free from these patterns. I used to struggle with productivity, confidence, and my discipline until I realized that I was actually following somebody else's definition of success. The moment I questioned my assumptions, challenged my beliefs, faced my fears, and started creating my own rules, my life changed completely. I stopped waiting for permission. I started setting standards based on what I wanted and not what others expected of me. So how can you actually rewrite the rules and shift the game entirely in your favor? We have to understand the power of beliefs and that your reality is a reflection of your thoughts. So here's the science behind it. The reticular activator system. Your brain is like a filter. It only lets things in that thinks it's the most important. If you believe you're not capable, then your brain will find evidence to support that. If you believe you're unstoppable, then your brain will find reasons to prove that that is the case. So here's an exercise that you can do right now to spot these limiting beliefs, and that is to write down one area of your life where you feel stuck. Ask yourself, what belief is keeping this problem alive? And now we're going to understand the 3 steps that you can do right now to rewire your beliefs and shift the game entirely in your favor. So number 1 is to identify the invisible rules holding you back. Ask yourself, what rules have I been following without question? Are they serving me or are they keeping me stuck? For example, an old rule and a new rule. The old rule would be, I need to have everything figured out before I start. A new rule would be, action creates clarity. I'll learn as I go. 2. Flip the script. Rewire your limiting belief into an empowering one. For example, I'm not experienced enough to, I can learn anything I need to succeed. Or I'm not confident to, I'm growing in confidence every day through action. And finally 3, align your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Success isn't just about taking action. It's about aligning your beliefs, emotions, and behaviors. If your thoughts say one thing, but your emotions are filled with a lack of self-belief, you will not take the right actions. So here's the secret to making the shift permanent. Understand the rule of small wins. Instead of waiting for a huge breakthrough, focus on small daily wins that reinforces this newly found mindset and emotional belief system that will push you to success. And if you're procrastinating, commit to working on something for just 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be hours. And what you'll find is that momentum will make things feel easier, and you might do more than 5 minutes. You might do 10, 15, 20, instead of having this belief that you have to do things for hours and then you never do them in the first place. And repeat this. There is a great power in repetition. Beliefs aren't changed overnight. The more you reinforce this new identity, the more natural it becomes. You don't have to accept the life that you've been given. You have the power to create something new right now. Every limitation you thought was real is just a rule you've been following. And today, you've learned how to rewrite the rules. I want you to take action right now. Write down one belief you're going to rewrite today. Commit to one small action that aligns with your new mindset. And if this resonated with you, then share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you want to kickstart your self-growth journey and change your mindset for good, then you can join my free 30-day step-by-step challenge, the first link in the description, where you can truly transform your life and your mindset. I hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next one.